Hello everyone, this is Advait, roll number 2501280 from section D. Today I'll be discussing a critical and emerging economical challenge for India, which is building a domestic semiconductor industry. Semiconductors or chips are basically the backbone of modern technology. They power everything from smartphones and laptops to cars, defense systems, and artificial intelligence. However, India is currently imports a lot of its semiconductors requirements, making it highly dependent on global supply chains. This dependency has become a major issue during the COVID-19 pandemic, when global chip shortage disrupted industries worldwide, including India's automobile and electronics sectors. The global semiconductor industry is highly concentrated, with countries like Taiwan, South Korea, and the United States because they're all dominating these production lines. This has also led to geopolitical tensions, especially between the US and China, making semiconductor supply a strategic issue and not just an economic one. Recognizing this, the Indian government launched the Indian Semiconductor Mission with a financial outlay of billions of dollars to promote domestic manufacturing. However, building a semiconductor ecosystem is extremely challenging. Firstly, it requires a massive capital investment. A single fabrication plant or fab can cost over $10 billion. Second, it demands advanced technology and skilled human capital, which India is still developing. Third, it requires a strong support ecosystem, including suppliers, logistics, stable electricity, and water supply. Fourth, the global competition is intense, with established players having decades of experience and scale advantages. If India fails to develop this sector, it risks remaining dependent on imports, which can impact the national security and economic stability and technological progress. To address this challenge, India needs a multi-pronged strategy. First, to focus on attracting global players through incentives and partnerships, rather than trying to build everything domestically from scratch. Second, invest heavily in skill development and R&D to build a strong talent pipeline. Third, strengthen infrastructure and ensure policy stability to build investor confidence. Fourth, initially focus on specific segments like semiconductors, design, packaging, and testing, where entry barriers are relatively lower. In terms of timeline, I would say building a complete semiconductor ecosystem may take 5 to 10 years, while early gains in design and assembly can be achieved within 2 to 4 years. However, there are barriers such as execution risks, policy delays, global market fluctuations, and technological complexity. Countries like Taiwan successfully built their semiconductor dominance through consistent policy support and long-term vision, which India must replicate. In conclusion, semiconductors are not just an industry but a strategic necessity. India's success in these sectors will play a crucial role in determining its position in the global economic and technological landscape. Thank you.